Alright, if you're just getting started in Elsword and looking for ways to increase your power, there are many systems that you need to pay attention to. But one of the most important ones is definitely your L resonance level. This is a system that requires you to farm EXP to level up. But the big question is, how do you do that efficiently? What options do you have to increase your XP gain and make your grind more effective? Don't worry, in this video, I'm going to show you every possible way to increase your XP gain and also demonstrate the full potential of how much EXP you can actually stack if you optimize everything. If you are creating a brand new account, you won't have access to this system until you level at least one character to level 99 and unlock. Think of L Resonance as a progression system that goes beyond the current level cap of 99. Once unlocked, you can now continue farming XP to level up your L Resonance level and invest points into a page that grants multiple benefits from quality of life improvements to raw power boosts. The concept itself, it is very simple. Once you have a level 99 character and unlock the system, you are ready to start leveling up your L Resonance page. And once you get to that level, you need to ask yourself, how do I farm EXP efficiently? Well, here's the key idea. If you increase your EXP gain by 100, it's essentially like running the dungeon twice in terms of EXP reward. That means that boosting your EXP gain is far more efficient than simply repeating the same dungeon over and over. So let's start by stacking those percentages up. The first and most important source, it is your own L Resonance page. On the right side of that page, you will find stats like EMP cost reduction, cooldown reduction, EXP gain, ED gain, and drop rate. Aside from MP cost and cooldown reduction, the other three stats significantly improves your farming efficiency, especially EXP. If you invest the maximum 100 points to EXP gain, that alone will get you plus 200% EXP gain when the page is equipped. Every new account also get a mission that rewards one additional L Resonance page. But this mission can only be completed once per account, so you should choose carefully which character will receive that extra page.
From this point forward, you use hypothetical maximum values to show you the true potential of EXP gain in Elsword, assuming the ideal conditions and full optimization.
Exactly. So, with 100 points invested in EXP gain, you'll get plus 200% EXP gain. But to get in this situation, you obviously need enough L Resonance levels to invest those 100 points in the first place. Also, if you have multiple L Resonance pages, make sure you're actually equipping the one where you invested your EXP gain. Now, the next method, it is the EXP medals. There are two obtainable 100% XP medals. One from the KC shop and another one redeemable through Ariel using Secret Dungeon L rewards. Both will give you plus 100% XP, but you cannot stack the effects with both of them, which means only one XP medal can be active one at a time. There are occasional events medals that will give you 200% XP gain or even 300% XP, but those are temporary and event exclusive. So for consistency, we will calculate using a standard plus 100% EXP medal. So far we have plus 200% from L Resonance page and plus 100% from EXP medals. That will give us 300% EXP gain. Can we increase it further? Yes. If you want a free method, you can go to a hot spring place. You can remain inactive for 6 minutes to receive the hot spring buff. You can also buy it directly from the hot spring NPC, but waiting doesn't cost anything. If you're wearing the hot spring outfit, the waiting time is reduced. The hot spring buff grants plus 30% EXP for 30 minutes, but there is also the opportunity to furnish your L house and take advantage of the buff that it offers, slightly better than the hot spring buff, giving you a 35% EXP gain. There is also an enhanced version if you own a hell house and place furniture from the current season inside it. This version grants plus 50% EXP for 30 minutes. For optimization purposes, we use the Hell House buff, without considering the effect of the seasonal furniture for practicality and because it is more user-friendly for a free-to-play player. With this buff, we now have 335% EXP gain. Now we'll move into investments territory, the EXP Weapon. Using the Mystic Enchantment system, you can roll EXP gain on your raid weapons or the Void Apocalypse weapon. Red and yellow Mystic Stones can roll up to 3% EXP each, and you have 9 slots. In a perfect scenario, you get 27% from the red stones and 27% from yellow stones, totaling 54%. But the blue stones you can roll up to 10% EXP each, with 9 slots equals 90%. That gives us 144% so far. Then we have the 3 giant Mystic Stone slots, each capable of rolling 30% EXP each. That's another 90%. So a perfect EXP weapon provides 234% EXP gain. Adding this to our previous total, it equals 569% EXP gain. You need to keep in mind that this requires heavy RNG investments. However, once you perfect it, Mystic Stones can be transferred to another weapon by using the transfer tickets. Next up, it is Pet Gems. If you have a second pet, you can dedicate it to EXP gain. Advanced Pet Gems can roll up to 6% EXP each, and you have 2 slots. That's another 12%. Now we are at 581% EXP gain. The another one, it is the Elsword Party Collection bonuses. Creating a Surya and advancing her to her master class, it will give you plus 3% passive EXP. Activating Synergy with Shakti at Master Class will provide plus 10% EXP with the Adept Steps effects, as long as you have the active Synergy tickets, of course. So that's plus 30% total. Adding this to our previous calculations, it equals 594% EXP gains. So now it is over, right, Airon? No, we can increase it even more. There are titles that offers EXP increase, and here you choose the one that gives you the best quality of life. Unfortunately, there isn't a title that offers more damage specifically in the Rigomore region and offers EXP for farming trash. But there is the Plagueis title, which in addition to offering drop rate and increased damage in the outskirts of Pruina region, it will also increase your XP gain by an additional 20%. This is an excellent title to have if you plan to farm Plagueis Reflection, a dungeon specifically good for EXP farming since it both provides increased XP and increased damage. But for those who are ready further into the endgame, there is the Undivided Concentration title obtained by completing Spiritual Lord's Temple in 12 weeks. This is excellent for players farming in Atma'Ram regions, and it is designed for endgame players. It also offers plus 30% EXP increase. For the purpose of seeing the full XP gain potential, you consider the XP bonus from the Undivided Concentration. Adding it to EXP that we already have been stacking, this totals 624 XP increase. But we are still not done. It is possible to increase your XP even more here. With Atma'Ram accessories, you can obtain the Wind accessory set. If you equip 4 accessories of unique rarity on your character, you will gain an additional plus 50% EXP. This is something that can be built over time and depends on drop luck, but it is a constant increase and you definitely become part of your EXP farming equipment page. With the Atma'Ram Wind accessories, your XP gain will increase to 674%, which is a huge amount. And before we finish this video, there is one more way to increase your XP gain. Atma'Ram EXP Magic Stones and Heroic EXP Magic Stones. These stones can be socketed into your equipment and weapon if you wish. However, it is important to note that from this point forward, you will be sacrificing the power gained from the other magic stones in order to extract greater EXP gain. So only do this if you have spare power and clear dungeon rooms without much difficulty. If you apply these magic stones to your Iceburner equipment, your regular equipment, and your weapon using all available slots and maximum values, and also considering that you have used the extra magic stone slot wedges for each piece of equipment, you can increase your EXP gain by an additional 99%. That brings your total to 773% EXP increase. Is there a way to increase EXP even more? Yes. ElevenLabs offers EXP events that increase your XP by 100%. And of course, this also applies to your EXP gain during dungeon runs. With EXP events active, your total EXP increase rises up to 873%. In summary, if you reach this level EXP increase, to better visualize your efficiency, when you enter EXP dungeon and complete it, it's as if you had repeated almost 10 times, drastically accelerating your EXP gain for your L mastery page. That's why it is extremely important to understand what to do if you decide to become more efficient in your EXP farming. And one more thing. Pay attention to random missions that appears during dungeon runs. The multipliers applied by these missions, once you complete their requirements, are added at the end of the dungeon, practically multiplying all the EXP gain that run together with your accumulated EXP bonuses. The highest multiplier ever seen in ElevenLabs is 500% from a random mission, raising your EXP gain to 500 in that specific time. So, if a random mission appears, celebrate it. It helps your EXP farming a lot as well. I hope you understood this guide on how to increase your XP. After all, a large portion of the character's power comes from a well-built L mastery page, with points properly invested into attributes that truly matters. That's why it is extremely important to maximize the value of the time that you spend farming EXP. Anyway, I will be going now. Thanks for your attention, and I will see you in game.